I just want to go back a couple of weeks. Obviously, out in Las Vegas, I believe it was the Garcia Rios fight.
Right.
We had that altercation between Keith Thurman and your son, Sean Porter. Obviously, they were there for quite a long time. But what is the situation with Sean? And is Sean going to fight anyone, or is he just going to wait until Thurman's ready? Are we going to see Sean back in the ring?
It wasn't an altercation between Keith and Sean. It was an altercation on Sean's behalf towards Keith and also towards Danny. Neither one of those guys want to acknowledge the fact that Sean is ranked #1 and that they should be fighting him. They choose to ignore the fact that he won 2 title eliminators, one against Andre Berto and one against Adrian Granados. And they choose to ignore that. So he decided that he was going to go in there and let them know, hey guys, don't look for someone to fight for your next fight. Don't try to figure out who can be on the list that's further down at the bottom. Here I am right at the top, and go ahead and take this fight. So I backed him up 1,000% on that, I expect that these guys will have to make some decisions here real soon.
If you had an option of who to go after first, would it be Garcia or Thurman?
It's going to be the champion. It's going to be Keith Thurman, and he holds 2 belts. And we can't look past that situation. But obviously, with Keith coming off an injury, being off for over a year now, he's got some decisions to make about who he wants to fight, and taking a fight against a guy like Sean Porter after he come out of that, that layoff. That's not what he wants to do. But Danny just had a good fight. You look great, Danny. You really did. We need you to step up, take that fight. He's in the ring saying some things to the effect that he would spar Sean, and that's just a cop-out for me. That's just someone saying, no, I don't want to fight you. And I tell him that to his face. We're not here to spar anyone. We're not here to spar anyone. If you're #2 and you want to get to that champion, you're going to have to go through us. And if the #1 guy, the champion, wants to fight Danny, he's going to have to deal with us first. So that's where we're at with it. Either one of those guys, and then there's the other great fighters that are in division, Errol Spence, and of course, Bud Crawford. And, I have respect for all of those guys, admiration for all of those guys, and I suggest that all of those guys really take a look at fighting each other and making this just like a great era for welterweights.